Hello and welcome back. I'm getting asked several questions about why part of the crops are covered in nets and the other part are all open, not covered at all, but they're looking so good. Now, I don't like to cover my crops at all if I can help it. I like to see how they're growing and see what's happening. But crops like these, which are leeks, these replace these Charlotte potatoes. And at the moment we're in August, so we can be getting the leek moth. So this is being covered with that to stop that. And the cabbages were only put in 3 days ago. So as they're tender crops, the netting's gone over the top to stop the birds from pulling them out. But once the leek moth is finished, the nets will be coming off. So towards the end of September, the net will be taken off completely. This side are the salads, but I've also interplanted purple sprouting broccoli, and that's getting ready to have the netting come off. But I've kept the salads covered because we've also had carrots all on the same plot with shallots. I didn't want any onion fly on the shallots, and I didn't want carrot fly with the carrots, but these are all due to come up soon, so this net will be taken away completely. Then everything's out in the open. I've got some more salad onions which are due to go in that small plot there, but I've got to take the other Desiree potatoes out first, then that'll take us through for the over winter. So we've got salad onions. I should be sowing more salads from seed in about 3 weeks time, using the wining phase. At the moment we're in the waxing phase, so it's the wrong time to sow root crops. But over this side here, this is me the winter broccoli, and we still do get some pests on it. We've had take these off there, they're not doing the plant any good. Yeah, as I say, we do still get some pests like the flea beetle. You can't do anything about the flea beetle. Even on the salads, the rocket down that side, that's been devastated with flea beetle. We can't eat it. But what I have found out is that flea beetle finishes around September time, so I'll be sowing more rocket to go in with the salads for over the winter period up until the spring next year, and you won't have the attacks from the flea beetle. But what I do, we've got a lot of white butterfly coming round here, but what I do every other day, every couple of days or so, I just come through, have a look to just make sure there's no yellow eggs, and if there is any yellow eggs, I just brush them off like that. That stops the caterpillars coming. But also these have had 3 treatments once every 3 weeks for Bacillus thuringiensis, which is an organic product which only kills caterpillars. But I've got no caterpillar damage on these at all. But as I say, if you put nets over this now, the netting is going to start bending all these over, and you'll get all the leaves and everything distorted. But I do like to see what we've got growing. This is Savoy cabbage, which replaced Primo cabbage. There's a white butterfly now. That replaced Primo cabbage, and all of these were put in on the last week of June. So the growth has gone really well so far. The red cabbage, these will all be ready for Christmas. And we've got the winter cauliflowers here, which are doing really well. On this side here,
We'll be able to pickle some of that cauliflower, do you think?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you can't beat that. I've got the sprouts over here on this side. None of these have got any damage on them at all. Do you want to come round and have a look? There's no caterpillar damage or any other sort of damage at all on this.
Wander around.
These are
sprouts?
These are the sprouts, yeah, Brussels sprouts. And if you can just let me have the camera, and I'll show you the.
Yeah, well.
Don't know whether you see it, but the sprouts are actually starting on the leaves, on the stems now.
Starting to fall.
Yeah, and these have only been in since the last week in June, so they're doing really well. It's just a matter of keeping on top of everything. You go, like I say, I go around every couple of days, just brushing anything off that I see. And with the Bacillus thuringiensis, you don't see it. It doesn't come on. You don't see the.
So it keeps it at bay, basically.
It does, yeah. Now, since I've been doing the no dig, I've seen a reduction dramatically in pests. We don't seem to be getting the pests like we did last year. Last year, all this was dug over like a normal plot, doing the conventional way, and out of about 20 cabbages that we put in, we only ate 3. All the others were just taken away with slugs and everything like that.
Well, the same, what's the name, still have to take the yellowy leaves off?
Yes, yeah. There's one here.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because that encourages slugs, doesn't it?
This encourages the slugs. If we leave that to go onto the ground, there's another one here. I'm not doing my job properly, am I? If you leave that to go on the ground, this isn't doing the plant any good at all now. All the other green plants are doing the photosynthesizing. But what will happen, this will lie on the ground, and then slugs will come and start eating this. And unless you remove it, it'll carry on through the rest of the plant, which you don't want. And we've got very, very low slug damage on this completely, because when we started the no dig, I took all the wooden sides away. We had wooden square like raised beds last year. So the wood
holds, it attracts them, does it, would you say?
Well, when we took the wooden sides away, the amount of slugs and wood lice that were living actually in the wood itself, it was phenomenal. So we just took them away, and I've got no slug damage now. And I can only put that down to removing the wood, and with it being no dig. With the runner beans, the runner beans are doing really, really well.
We've had a fair few feet off them, haven't you?
Oh, we have, yeah. And there's still loads more to come. I only picked these 2 days ago, and there's some really, really big ones again now.
They do taste nice, because I've tried one this morning.
Yeah. The runner beans are the only vegetable on the plot that I've been giving a feed to, and they've had 3 treatments of the fermented plant juice, which is made from nettles. And we're in the process of doing a video showing how that's made at the moment, and it'll be released in the next few days or so. But that is an organic way of putting NPK back into the crops, but it's done as a foliage spray, so you don't water it on, it's all done through the leaves, which means then once you've sprayed it on, the plant is absorbing all the goodness within the hour, really. And we've got some really, really good results on that. So we've still got the salad onions here that we planted out. This was in March, and they're still going really, really well.
We've had a few crops off them as well.
We have, yeah. But what we did when I sowed these, I multi-sowed them intent to a cell.
Yeah.
So when we come to we want some for salads and that sort of thing, we just come and take the biggest one. And there's only the 2 of us, so it's going to last quite a long time for those.
Yeah.
But we'll do a monthly review on the plot every month. We did one in July. We've still got to do one for August. But a lot of people have been asking why I've not got the rest of the crop covered, which we thought we'd just do a video just to say why and to show. I like to see the vegetables growing. I don't like them hidden.
This is cabbage, isn't it?
This is Savoy cabbage, yeah.
Savoy cabbage, my favourite.
Yeah, this will be ready for Christmas.
Right.
And we've still got some beetroot to harvest here. And as soon as we've taken all of the carrots out, this netting will come off completely then, because I've got salads which doesn't get affected by too many of the pests that I've mentioned. But over this weekend I'll be making another video sowing seeds for salads, which are going to go into the greenhouse after the tomatoes are finished, and then that'll last us through until the spring next year for when we sow the spring crops.
When will the beetroot be finished?
The beetroot's virtually finished now. I've already harvested quite a bit of it, and we're going to pickle a lot of that, so we've got nice beetroot sandwiches and cheese and beetroot sandwiches and so on. The carrots, some of those are still growing, so we're just taking bits out for now.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's your next plan of action then to be done? You just got to wait for these to grow now.
Well, yeah, these are doing really well. I was looking back at photographs that we took last year, and the plants are only a third of the size for putting in at the same time. It's a pity I hadn't got any videos to show on that, but we've only started just doing the videos, so each year now we're going to be comparing from one year to the next.
Yeah.
Because this has been our first year doing the no dig, I'm doing a 3-year plan, so I'm recording everything that comes off in weight, and I've made a full diary, so we're keeping records of everything. So if something doesn't grow as good as it should be, then we've made a note of it, then I know whether to do it a little bit earlier or a little bit later. But everything we do is sown by the wining and waxing phase for sowing the seeds, so there's the best time to sow to get your maximum crops off each plant. So if anybody's got any more questions that they want, just please put it in the comments below. I can either answer you direct through comments and replies, or we'll make a video to show how it's done and that sort of thing. But also I like to utilise every bit of space that we've got, so when the beans are ready for coming out, we've already got another crop in there to carry on from when they do come out. And I've shown it before on one of the videos, but if you have a look inside here, I've got a row of parsnips all the way down the centre, and they're doing really well. So I'm pleased with them.
But you've got parsnips over here as well.
But I've got parsnips over there as well. Now the reason I've done that, one, that is an experiment, because I like doing experiments, just to see how they do with it being covered, and whether they need more light to be able to come up, but they're being watered on a regular basis. Well, when I say on a regular basis, I'm watering about 2 to 3 times a week. When the sun is really out, we've had that dry spell, then I was watering every other day. But when I sowed those, I'd already sowed those in those 2 rows there for about 3 weeks, and nothing had started to germinate, so I thought, okay, I'll have a go and just put it down there. As soon as I finished sowing them, 2 days later they started to germinate. So we've got 3 good rows.
We like parsnips anyhow, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
They won't go to waste, I'm sure.
Oh, no, they won't. They freeze well anyway. Okay. And we've also put 4 butternut squash plants in, just there. They were given to me by a friend, and these have replaced.
Am I right in thinking though you can eat this flower, or am I wrong?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. I think you can, but I'll have to check up on that.
I think you've got potato growing here, haven't you?
Well, we had potatoes there last year.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But everything on here, apart from the parsnips, are second crops.
Right. Okay.
We've already had the first crops off. So if anybody's found this interesting and you like what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and press the notification button so you know when the next video is coming. Over the next couple of videos, there's one we're in the making of making the fermented plant juice. That'll be out in a few days, and the next one would be for sowing seeds under the waxing phase, which is the waxing phase for leafy crops, the best time for sowing leafy crops. And then 2 to 3 weeks later we'll be sowing some onions in the wining phase, which will be for root crops. And also, if you want to sow some more potato seeds, and then that'll be the best time for sowing those, so you get new potatoes on Christmas Day. So until the next video, bye.